We are headed back to our mecca. It's called Sandstones out in Arizona, away from Florida. It's getting hot in Florida, and so we have found some new situations in Alachua County. Alachua County, the sheriff Deputy Myers introduced the first time we've heard of a state statute that is being used to oppress homeless people who are panhandling or soliciting for alms, which is a constitutionally protected right. In this state statute, which I found to be, let me close this door. I found to be interesting that it was a state statute and not an ordinance. It is used as, it was presented as a traffic flow issue. And the way this was state statute 377.046 in the Florida state statutes, and is done as a use of the right of way for using the right of way on state transportation facilities. Now, there's been some question of the definitions of what a state transportation facility is, and then on top of that, we have the panhandling being constitutional right, and then these governments trying to squeeze that in to the enforcement, but presenting the spirit of the law in a different way. And so that's what we've been studying in homeless audits for quite some time, the sign holding audits, and how the government is abusing powers, vested powers, and controlling traffic flow issues and pedestrian safety and all like that, and then entering anti-panhandling laws under that guise. But we think the bigotry goes so deep that we can do this. So obviously there's public spaces that you see auditors work on a lot, like the post office, the libraries, the city halls. You've got courthouses. In courthouses, we've recently seen administrative orders that prevent photography and videotaping. And I was arrested in Coconino County, Arizona, and actually assaulted for just recording the breezeway, asking about these seemingly unconstitutional orders and asking, who approved them, how they work, what the language was. So the courthouses have become increasingly more hostile environment for auditors, and we focus on homeless audits. So we believe that with a cardboard sign that says "traveling home" on Israel Orion's backpack, if he goes into a library and uses a computer for an hour or a half hour, whatever the limit is, or reads a book, or goes into a city hall and has a sign that says "traveling home" attached to his full duffel, is a kind of camo duffel. And the way here, I'll show you. In the way, say hey, and the way Ryan's, his attire, his style, that he will be fucked with or messed with. I'm sorry, maybe I shouldn't cuss. I don't know how YouTube works now. But he'll be messed with by the powers that be, including and not limited to a potential arrest, demand for ID, trespass from public place, simply for having a cardboard sign attached to his backpack that says "traveling home." We do not believe that if it was a patch that was sewn onto his backpack, that would be a problem. Or that maybe it was a sticker or was like heat transfer pressed into the backpack, that wouldn't be an issue. But because it's on a cardboard sign, a brown cardboard sign, we believe that itself is the bigotry. And that's what we were trying to prove with the sign audits to begin with. When you saw the banners years and years ago, they were professionally printed versus the cardboard sign, the exact same language on cardboard signs when we were doing those audits. So for years, we've been establishing data that shows that it's all about fashion policing. It's about blight. And the brown cardboard sign will be where the bigotry lies. So we're going to do these audits coming this trip back to Sandstones. Our audit is going to focus on going to public places with a brown cardboard sign that says "traveling home" attached to a backpack that's a full duffel, camo duffel, and see if just that appearance then creates the Karens and the Darrens and the cops and the arrests and all the things that you see in the oppression. And that's what we're doing. Let us know what you think. We're going to start doing this next day or two. I'm just going to prepare the audit, make sure we're getting the right data. If you can think of any data we needed to get while we're doing this audit, let me know. But it's the homeless audits is doing sign audits with attached to a backpack in public spaces. Love you all. Talk to you soon.